Hi, this is Scott with Android Guys. I'm here with Luke.
Hey.
Luke, how are you this afternoon?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah?
You have a review for us today?
I do have a game.
What's the game?
It is Kingdom Two Crowns. Now, this is a game that we were offered. And the people over at
Sandbox Strategies. Well, Sandbox Strategies, their PR team.
Yeah.
Hooked us up with.
And they said, hey, here's this game coming out. If you want to check it out, we got a code for you to do it. Game is normally $6.99.
Okay.
And so we got it for free. So I played through it. I would say, I don't know, I've probably put about 6 hours into it, maybe.
Okay.
It's an interesting game. It is it's multi-platform game, so it's a mobile, but it also is available for PC and consoles too. It is a 16-bit graphics style side-scrolling game where you are you're a person on a horse and you're traveling along, this land, and you have a torch, and you just go through and you interact with you collect coins.
Okay.
And then you can give those coins to people and they will start working for you, or you can cut down trees to get more building supplies, or you can go to like a blacksmith and give them coins to make hammers, or a bowyer to make bow and arrows. And
is that the word for it?
A bowyer, yeah.
Okay. I would have been cool. I would have believed anything.
Yeah.
A bowsmith.
A bowsmith. But yeah, that's kind of the whole game. There's more things to build and interact with. You can build ships. So in this one, this is the second version of a game.
Okay.
This one adds in kind of like a Norse kind of feel to it. Mm-hmm. And then there are a couple other lands. I haven't unlocked those yet. I don't remember exactly what they are. One I think is like a feudal Japan kind of thing, and then there's another one. But the gameplay is very simple. You're scrolling left and right. You can make your horse walk, or you can make your horse like gallop, and you go through and just interact with different things. Now the controls of the game are very interesting on mobile, because it's you're swiping just left and right to go left and right, and then you're swiping up or down to do different things. If you swipe down, you interact with wherever you're at in the map. You'll interact with a place to build, or a place to cut down trees, or a place to make more bows or hammers or whatever. Or if you swipe up, you can drop a coin, and if there's a person around, they will come and grab the coin, and then that signifies that you're hiring them, and they'll go and kind of their autonomic. They kind of just do what they're supposed to do, and you don't have to control them or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. And then as you go farther, if you go too far outside of kind of the area you control, if you scroll too far to the right, you might run into monsters or stuff that will attack you and take your coins. And if you ever run out of coins, you run out of life.
Okay.
And that's how you lose. But what happens when you die is you don't really start from where you left off. It's like another person. It's like your heir kind of takes over.
Pick up the story from here.
Right.
Okay.
And that person might look a little different. It's the same gameplay, same point at which your kingdom was at, so to speak, whether you had certain buildings built or different things, but you're a different person. And that's pretty much all the game. I gave it a 3.5 overall.
Okay.
The thing that I think grabbed me was just the art style and the sound.
Yep.
They're very good, but for very good, I still gave them a 3. It's done well, but it's nothing that's like blowing me away. Replay value, I gave it a 4 because there's a lot of game there, especially with the other unlockable lands and stuff like that. But I don't know if it's my style of game. As far as just, and from what I've read on online and different reviews, I think part of the experience is just rough on mobile. The swipe gesture for swiping up and down isn't.
That was going to be my question, since it is available for other platforms.
Right.
Do you think a D-pad makes more
sense? I think
sense?
so, and just
keyboard,
just having buttons that you hit to do things versus swiping up and down, because I find myself, if I walk away for a couple days and then come back to it and play it, I'm having to remember, oh wait, am I swiping up or down right now? And there's no, in the menu system, there's a lot of things to do in the menu, and there is like a co-op kind of gameplay mode where you can help other people with their kingdom. But in the menu system, there's no just controls that tell you again what to do. There's a tutorial that takes you through when you first start the game. It takes you through like, here's where you swipe, and here's go left and right. Here's how you mark things. Here's how you hire people, and all this kind of stuff. But if you forget that, there's no way to pull that back up and tell you what the controls are. So
now, also, when you mention cross-platform, is it? Do you know if you're interacting with people who are just on the mobile version?
I don't know that because I haven't played with anybody else. Okay. In the game, you can play just the regular story game, and it's just you. You're just playing a single player game.
And from what you can tell, is it obvious that if you have an account here, are you able to pick up?
I would assume so. I don't know for a fact.
Do you have like a user login?
It's tied to my Play Store account.
Okay.
So I don't know if you would be able to probably log in with Google on a computer, and maybe it just pulls that info.
Okay.
But it's it's one of those games that it's cool and it's fun to play. I'm not finding myself wanting to play it.
Okay.
I'm not finding myself going, oh man, I can't wait to see what happens next, because it doesn't feel like there's much of a story.
Okay.
To me. But yeah, overall it's a 3.5. Ads and notifications, you don't have any of that.
But yeah,
you're paying $7 for a game.
Yeah.
And so there's no ads, no notifications. That's nice. And everything in the game is polished. It's a very distinct art style. Mm-hmm. The music fits right along with it, so that all works. But it's a little bit too light for a game of that price.
Okay.
To me.
Yeah. I was interested when I saw the screenshots come across.
Yeah.
And the footage of it. It reminded me of mid-90s Castlevania.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ghosts,
yeah, you definitely get that art style, and it feels like Golden Axe. It feels very much like that style, but you don't have that real time battle from what I've run into. Anything that would attack you, you need to have your servants that have, or the people that work for you that have picked up bows, and they fight.
It's almost like a traveling tower defense.
Kind of. It's interesting because they don't necessarily travel, as far, unless you've built your kingdom out that far.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's, I'm still learning the game. I'm still, I'm not very far into it. Like I said, I put a handful of hours into it, but, it's an interesting concept. It's maybe not my style of game.
Okay.
But I don't think it's a bad game.
Sure.
At all. It's that's why I gave it a 3.5. I think it's good, and they executed what they wanted well. I would like to see, maybe just a little bit of tweaking on the mobile implementation of it. I think maybe it was designed for console and then ported to mobile.
Like even a pause screen with some general directions for
right, or even just on-screen buttons. It's a nice aesthetic where you're just kind of swiping and seeing everything happen, and you don't have any you have one little UI thing of how much gold you have in your bag, but that's it. But everything else is just the side-scrolling environment.
Okay.
I think you could put some little ghosted buttons on the bottom, and it wouldn't change the experience. So.
Well, cool. What was the name of that again?
It is Kingdom 2 Crowns.
Kingdom 2 Crowns. All right. Thank you, Luke.
No problem.